pBlock. But you know that already. Alright, what do I do? Good that I wrote that down last time. Refactor copper plate production. Oh man, okay. So, what the hell does this even do? A bunch of stuff, I guess. First thing I want to do is move this somewhere else. Wrong direction. That thing there. Then I want to move the... What if I just move stuff around? I was thinking I'm just gonna move this upwards and these over here, but it doesn't really make it scalable, and also can't really upscale the production at all. I mean, didn't I... This can't really increase anyways, I guess. Is the steam going up or down? 23. 0.4, okay, I think it's going up. It should be fine. Okay, I know what I want to do. Given the fact that this is more or less isolated and encapsulated, I'm thinking I'll keep this, because it's slowly making a couple plates, and I'll make another column. Well, actually multiple columns, like that. And just have them like, I don't know, like this. Right? And all of those belts go into one central area. Oh fuck. Into one central area, where I then convert the mushrooms to coal, and the coal into steam. There's a cool arrow up there. That's nice. And the steam goes into this thing and makes copper plates. I think that makes sense. Probably, maybe. So I'll think about where I want to put that. Then design a blueprint. How much would another spore collector cost? I think that's actually not too expensive. But it kinda is. How much does all of this use? A little bit more than I produce. Ah yeah, because this is... Okay. This is almost everything that I produce. Okay, then I will have to make another spore collector anyways. So what I will do is realize that I don't have any kind of big chests, so I can't really take out my inventory and store it somewhere. So I will instead blueprint everything with new resources in my inventory and just hope I don't left click constantly. Okay, what I'm thinking is I'll have that thing, right? That thing goes into these. Copy paste. And that stuff goes into the coal thing. That stuff goes into this thing. That stuff goes into this. And that goes into this. And it goes into a furnace. So now all I need to do is figure out how to build a blueprint. And I'm gonna do that somehow. Yeah. Okay, what I'm thinking is, I'll just have this down here. And it makes the spores. Pretty much exactly the same as this thing. I'm gonna use this one here. Not that. That. And, yeah, it's gonna make the spores. We already know that one stack of this stuff, so 8 of these machines, perfectly fine supported by one inserter, right? Because they only take 0.224 and output 0.56. So I'll have 2 of these stacks, and they merge down here. 3 and then they merge like that. And then these spores go into a thing that makes the next step, the coal, which I'm probably just gonna copy over from this thing, right? Because we already have that, which means it should be scalable, so it shouldn't be right next to it. Probably, maybe below, like that, right there. So we will have just the belt run this direction into that. Coal comes out. Fuck. Every time. Oh, the coal comes out, goes somewhere. You know what? It doesn't matter. The coal comes out. I'm gonna assume that the mushroom to coal part is never gonna be the bottleneck. Worst case, I just expand it somewhere. I was saying the coal comes out. Get rid of that. Goes into a steam production thing, which we also have over here. How much space am I gonna leave? Like, some amount? Nah, it's fine. Just like that. This takes coal in from that side. God damn it. From this side all the way around. Alright. Spits out ash just like this thing. Which, now that I'm looking at it, is... okay, it's hooked up over here, so that's good. The ash stuff goes into the production plant. The steam goes into the production plant, which I will just have over here for now. Because I'm surely gonna expand this at some point, right? Like, yeah, something like that. So the steam thing goes over here somewhere. The ash separation plant thing. And this will also produce a lot of steam, which should power the whole thing by itself and be fine. So I don't think I will run out of power, but worst case we just fix things. Okay, I'm gonna design this blueprint now. I've planned it out way more than I need to. I'll probably only use 2 of those, but in case I ever have another full belt of ash, I can just put that in here. This is 10 items per second. So technically I could expand this by 1 more if I need to. Wait a second, these move steam up and down, right? I don't need that. Yo, that makes it a little bit nicer. So, what I can do is I can move this down 1. Have them squish together like that. Have the pipe. I'm keeping 1 pipe in between because it looks a little bit nicer, in my opinion. Have that thing over here. steam input is there. Alright. So, what I was saying, I can technically have this long per yellow belt. Filled yellow belt of ash. So, for now it's probably gonna use only one. Anyways, the shit goes onto belts. Oxide is getting stored. The coal goes and mixes onto this belt. For now I'm just gonna do this. It will be fine. Or worst case I have to... Actually I might as well do this right now. This is fine, this is good enough. Alright, so these only use the coal dust or whatever it's called. Yeah, coal dust, and these only use the coal. Good enough. The coal dust, I can move this down a little bit. So it's not as much in the way. It happens so often. Okay, ash stuff goes into these. This ash goes in there as well. Alright. Rest of the ash I can move in here later on at some point. The steam. Is this... Yes, this is long enough. Okay. Nice. Steam pipe. Hooked up. Okay, that's that. And now I need to do the second part for the... Oh, what's this called again? Soot? Yeah, the soot stuff. I just realized after the copper stuff I'm gonna focus on making landfill automated. If I can. I don't know if I can get rocks easily. Can I get rocks from water? Yeah, can get that from water. Okay. Yes, I'll make landfill because I need to expand this stuff. It's already taking up a big chunk of the area. This looks completely insane. It takes 22 underground belts. By the way, if you want to destroy driftwood and stuff, and it's always moving away from your mouse, make a deconstruction planner, add the driftwood, mark it, it stops moving, and then you can just deconstruct it like that. Makes it a little bit less tedious. Yeah, that's just what I wanted to add. So, I hooked up all the belts to chests. And ash is gonna go onto the famous ash belt. Actually, I'm thinking, never mind, no need to think that much. Just gonna make it one shorter and then move the ash like this and onto the other belt like this. Like that. Copper ore goes wherever, probably over here to be smelted. Now I can just do this. I said now I can just do this. 3, I need 9. Which is a lot. But fine. Is that enough landfill? Where was I? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Do I have to make landfill? Am I really doing it like this? You know what? Yeah, I'm doing that. This feels very cursed. Like, look at that. But hey man, I have only 71 landfill left. I'm not gonna waste all of that. So this is 9. Yes, okay. this should consume all of these if they are running all of the time, which they are not. Probably only gonna be running 1 or 2, so we technically only need 3 of these. I'm gonna make 8 or 9 anyways. Maybe, nah. I don't know. I'm gonna leave the blueprints and just not build them yet. Anyways, right, the iron and everything else is going into chests. Now on to the copper ore. Alright, this looks completely insane, but hear me out. It's automated. I also have part of the coal dust move in as fuel. The ash is going to the ash belt. I think this should be fine. This is gonna be an insane amount of resources to build this thing. Also, I'll cut off the part down here, because I'm not gonna build that many. But yeah, that being said, this is an insane amount of resources. So, yeah, look at that, 1000 belts. We get building. Get to building. This is insane. Yeah, also I forgot that I get the quality items, so some of those belts are gonna be fucked and I'm gonna have to make new ones. What a waste of resources, but eh. Not like I have a pretty much infinite amount of resources here. Very slow, but it's resources, so I don't know. I don't know what, I have no idea what that button does. Right, more handcrafting, yay! I'm not sure if this is gonna happen in today's episode, but yeah. We'll see, we'll find out. Another power pole, or is that the other one from over here? Might be the one from earlier, I don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna sit this thing out. What is even the most expensive part about all of this? Probably the 1000 belts? Right, 320 of those before it makes me craft that. I can just take those. Wait a second, I have trillion chests. There we go. Filled with this shit. Okay, or anything else that I can just plunder from somewhere else? I don't think so. Alright, we just wait. You're gonna get some more resources. Or maybe not, I don't know if I need that. Maybe for those. Nine. Oh, I'm gonna deconstruct part of that stuff. So first of all, I don't need this thing. I don't need this or this part. Anything else that I don't need? Oh. This is not hooked up. That is not in range. So we will deconstruct that and that and this. I think everything else I want to make. So blueprint, all of this stuff. Okay, and now I can control Z all of this stuff because I do want the blueprints to be here. Just don't want to make everything Okay, these should be fine. In the meantime, I can just wait, I guess. I'm gonna put this up here again, and we're gonna save that and continue next time with years of handcrafting.